Our Daily Bread Publishing presents Fruitful Living, Growing a Life That Matters. Written and narrated by Elisa Morgan.
Introduction. Longing for a Life That Matters. I pulled back the covers and lowered my 15-pound Jack Russell Terrier, Mia, to the carpet. Over 10 years old now, she woke early each morning, insisting on a potty break. My husband calls this checking her pee-mail. Mia's errand completed, I returned to the kitchen, where I punched a pot into the Keurig and stood looking out the window at the day while mentally reviewing my calendar. Not much there, really. Writing, grocery store, walking Mia, more writing. In my current season of life, my hours are mine for scheduling. I can assign most appointments in the neat slots on my phone's calendar, including work, friends, grandma time, and even reading and walking. Most days I'm fulfilled, even happy. Occasionally I wriggle against the sensation of boredom as it slips through the cracks into my awareness. And yet, this particular morning, staring out the window while my coffee dripped in the background, I wondered about the meaning of my life. What legacy would I leave? Who would remember me, and for what? Research shows that our names are only remembered for 3 generations after we die. Was there anything in my efforts that was really pleasing to God? These are not new thoughts. I ask these same questions as a scared single girl exploring education and vocation options, as a newly married woman dipping my toe into coupledom, as a frantic mom dashing between kids and work and everything, and as a mother of teens turning to young adults who suddenly seem to want pretty much nothing from me, except in all the emergency moments when they needed me and my husband, and more than what any human could offer. One of our greatest questions in our lives focuses on our purpose, contribution, impact, influence, legacy. In short, what difference do we make? And one of our greatest answers to this question is that we want to grow a life that matters. This drive towards purpose motivates us to produce achievements. We climb the career ladder, nurture a family, add titles and letters after our names, chair committees, write books, create art, develop a social media platform. Achievements mark our contribution on this planet. Until they don't. When we slip down a rung or two at work, when our family matures beyond needing us, when we're no longer invited to lead, our books go out of print, and social media ignores us. How do we measure our mattering then? As Henri Nouwen frequently reminds us, achievement is not the same thing as fruitfulness. Our achievements are things we've accomplished. Our fruitfulness is the positive, long-term effect these achievements have on others. When we die, while we may be eulogized for our achievements, we will be loved and remembered more for the goodness in our hearts. Here's where the fruit of the Spirit comes in. If we want to describe a life that matters, one with purpose and meaning and contribution, we'll turn to the evidence of these characteristics that God offers us in Scripture. Look at the words. Just the words. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. When we focus on those words, just the words that compose the classic fruit in Galatians 5, we pause. Something stirs inside us. Loving? Yes, please, I want to be. Patient? Absolutely. They're attractive qualities. We want them. We want them in us, and we want to reproduce them in others. We long for them in our days and our nights and in all the moments in between. And long term, in moments when we look out at the length of our lives, we yearn for the legacy of a fruitful life that memorializes these characteristics as our central life's offering. Oh, that others would speak of us with these beautiful adjectives, and in so doing, see Jesus in us. But how? Here's where it gets challenging, right? After all, we're not Mother Teresa or
Sample complete. Ready to continue?